Hello, good evening. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay, so can you see my face?
uh,
Yeah, can you see my face?
yes.
Okay, great. So how are you today?
Uh, I'm very well.
Okay, great. So what did you do for the whole day or in the morning?
I have a class at school.
Mm-hmm.
I come back home at 12.
At 12. So you don't have class in the afternoon. I see. How many subjects do you have in school?
Um,
Yeah,
13.
13, 1, 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so every day, how many subjects do you discuss with your teachers?
Um, 5. 5.
I see, 5 subjects every day. Okay. So what grade are you now? You're in grade 10?
Sorry.
What grade are you now?
Yes.
I mean, what grade are you now? Are you in grade 10, grade 11, grade 12?
Great. Grade 12.
Grade 12. Okay. Let me think. Because when I was, yeah, because when I was still in grade 12, we we usually have 7 subjects every day. Yeah, and for example, MWF, TTH, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday. That's from morning until afternoon. Yes, okay, so but anyway, I'm happy to see you again in my class. So for today's lesson, we're going to continue our lesson last time. Okay, so last time we ended up in part 2. So for tonight, we will continue with part 3. So there are it's questions 11 to 20. So you will get 10 points if all your answers are correct. So I want you to look at the sentences below about the river journey. Then you read the text to decide if each sentence is correct or incorrect. Then if it is correct, you're going to mark A on the screen, and otherwise, if it's not correct, you mark B on the screen. Okay. So here, before we proceed with our part 3, let's learn the words first from our vocabulary. So I want you to listen and repeat after me. You say travel.
Travel.
Okay, it is a word. The word travel is used to talk about the act of traveling in general. For example, my hobbies are music and travel. So that means you like to explore the world or to travel from one place to another country. Okay. So here, travel can be both a noun and verb. As a noun, it names the act of going from one place to another. And as a verb, it describes the action of doing so. Okay, so when you use travel as a verb, that means I'm going to travel. Yeah. Okay. Then, if you're going to, uh, I know, if you're going to use travel as a verb, you can say, I like traveling. Or if you use this one as a noun, you can say, I want to travel to New York. Yeah. Okay, so now I want you to use travel in a sentence.
Um, I want travel. Uh, is a verb or is a noun?
Uh, let's let's have verb first.
I last year I I traveled to uh, to Singapore.
Okay, great. What about if noun?
Um, I really like um, to have uh, uh, traveling.
Okay, great. So here we have another example. If we use travel as a verb, Luis travels a lot for work, and if we use this one as nouns, people spend a lot of money on travel. Then in some instances, the noun travel can be used in the plural, especially when visiting multiple places. Okay, so I want to ask you, where have you been on your travels?
Mm, I like to travel in some country in Europe.
Okay, great. Next, we have journey. Can you please read this one?
Journey.
The text
Uh,
here below.
so the text below I cannot see.
Oh, you cannot see. You mean my screen is not clear? Oh, okay. So journey is used to refer to the time of traveling from, example, Philippines to Vietnam or vice versa, Vietnam to Philippines. And how? For example, bus journey, car journey, and train journey. So how did you travel? Is it by train, by car, or by bus, or even plane? Okay. So now, do you understand journey?
Yes.
Okay. So can you please explain journey on your own words?
Uh, Journey is like a trip, and I when I have a trip uh, in somewhere, I have to have um, I must have a journey um, I before I arrive the place where I want to go.
Yes, that is correct. So, um, since you already know what is journey, so how was your journey back then?
Sorry.
Yeah. How was your journey going to Singapore?
Uh, it's really good days. Have well weather,
Okay.
and I have a, I go to Singapore by plane. This is in the morning,
Okay.
and I have a breakfast the in during the time I have a journey. So I eat in the plane,
Mm-hmm.
and it it takes 5 hours to go to move to the Singapore.
Okay, you mean 5 hours from Vietnam airport going to Singapore airport. Is it direct flight?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, so only 5 hours. Okay, yeah, because Singapore, I think, is still in Asia. Okay, so next we have trip. A trip refers to the journey taken for pleasure or business. For example, boat trip or business trip, or it can also be family trip. Okay, so for example, I remember my first school trip to Barcelona Zoo. My first business trip in China was to Shanghai. Okay. So what is trip for you, Hong?
Um, trip,
What's the yeah?
in my opinion,
Yes.
trip it's like it's the same with travel, but uh, but it's kind of it's like a holiday, and and I can relax
Mm-hmm.
some in some place where that I like, and and uh, and I can visit many many places.
Yes, that is correct. I like the word holiday. A trip can be a holiday that you spend there together with your family. It can be a business trip, a boat trip, as long as it is for pleasure. Yes. Okay. So next we have voyage. You say voyage.
You know?
Can you please repeat after me? You say voyage.
Oh yeah,
Okay, can you please? No, this is voyage, not voyage. Voyage.
oh,
Okay, so voyage is used to describe a journey that is long and challenging with the aim of discovering new places. For example, a voyage into space or a voyage across seas. Okay, so let's have an example for voyage. Marco Polo went on many voyages and discovered many new places. The astronauts were very happy to arrive after their long voyage. Okay, so in short, voyage means a long journey to a distant or unknown place, especially over water or through outer space. It can be 1 week, 1 month. Yes, so that is a voyage. Okay, so now, can you please use voyage in a sentence?
can you explain again?
What?
Can you explain again?
Ah, yes, 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 of course. Voyage means a long journey to a distant or unknown place, especially over water or through outer space. Yes. Then, if you encounter some challenging in your voyage, in your journey, that can be described as voyage. Yes. Okay, so we have an example here. Marco Polo went on many voyages and discovered many new places. The astronauts were very happy to arrive after their long voyage. Okay, so now I want you to give an example of voyage.
Um, last 2 years ago, I had a trip in small Iceland. So I have a journey with big uh, big ship to
Mm-hmm.
Iceland. So it's like a voyage, right?
Yes, it's like a voyage because it was a long trip and it is across the sea. Yes. Okay, or another example, the Titanic sank on her maiden voyage. Yes, as long as it can be a long trip or a long journey, either sea or into outer space. Yes, okay. Lastly, we have tour. Tour refers to the organized act of seeing a place and its sights. For example, a tour of the city or a tour of a country. It is also divide as noun or verb. We can use tour as a noun. For example, we went on a nice tour around the south of Spain for 10 days. Then if verb, my favorite band is touring around Europe at the moment. Okay, so please put that in your mind. The tour can be used as noun or a verb. Then if it is a verb, it ends with ing, just like touring. Yeah. Do you got it, Hong?
Uh, yeah.
Okay, great. So now I want you to define tour in your own words. What is a tour?
Tour. I it means um, a long time I spend to have I have a lot of activities
Mm-hmm.
to um, to relax or doing something like a visit. Uh, it take a long time and and it's like uh, I have a lot of journey, right?
Yes, a tour is quite the same with travel, journey, trip, or it can be voyage. Yes, for example of that is if you go to a specific beach resort, then you will avail the tour package. Then the tourist guide will tell you or will ask you what tour would you like to avail? Is it land tour, inland tour, or island tour? Yes, for example, island hopping, like that. Okay, so while you are answering my question, I heard that you mispronounced the word island. I hear is island. Island. Yeah. Okay, so this is island. Can you please repeat this one?
Uh,
Yes, you
it's
say no island, island. Yeah, you say island. Can you please read this again, Hong?
Iceland. Island.
Yes, island. It is silent S. The S is silent here. Island. Okay, so now I want you to repeat all the words from our vocabulary here. We have,
Uh, Travel,
okay,
journey,
okay,
uh, voyage,
yes.
trip,
And,
tour.
okay, so now, Hong, do you have any clarification to me? Yeah,
Sorry.
do you have any clarification to me? Yeah, do you have any clarification? Clarification means maybe it can be a word that is a little bit confusing for you. Or in short, when I ask you, do you have any clarification? That means if you have any question.
Can
Yeah?
you uh, have, can have some example with the tour in a verb?
Tour in a verb. Okay. Touring. Um, touring in America is my dream. Oh, wait. Tour. Tour as a verb. Let me think first. Okay. Um, example, we'll tour the museum tomorrow. That means that you're going to tour to museum. Well, tour. Another example. Are you here to study? No, I'm just touring. Okay, another example. We toured around for several weeks last summer. Yeah, so can you differentiate now if it is used as noun or verb?
Uh,
Okay, great. So do you still have other question, Hong?
uh, no,
Okay, I appreciate student who ask question. Yeah. Okay, so I appreciate you for asking question to me. Okay, so now let's learn another set of word from our vocabulary. We have here itinerary. You say itinerary.
itinerary.
Yes. So itinerary, can you please read the meaning of it?
It's a plan of a journey, including the route and the place that you visit.
Yes, that is correct. So when you go or when you plan to visit to a specific country, you need an itinerary. So what will you do there? For example, in day 1, I will go to places like this, like that. Then what will you do there after day 2? Like that. Okay. So in other words, itinerary is is these are the list of places that you plan to go on a journey. And also, it can be a document in which the places you will be going to are listed. Yes. Or if you are a traveler, this can be your diary. Do you know diary?
Yes.
Yes. So this will be your diary because it can be this would be your what to do. For example, what to do in this place. First, visit to the beach. Second, visit to the countryside. Eat in a specific restaurant, like that. So that can be an itinerary. Okay, so now I want you to use itinerary in a sentence.
Um, uh, tom- Tomorrow I have a trip uh, to uh, Korea, so I want to make a itinerary.
Yes. Okay, that is correct. I like your example. Okay, another example for itinerary is we planned a detailed itinerary. Our itinerary included stops at several famous cathedrals. Okay, so this is pronounced as itinerary, not itinerary. Itinerary.
Itinerary.
Okay, great. Next we have cathedral. You say cathedral. Can you please repeat? You say cathedral.
Uh, Cathedral.
Ah, yeah. I'm sorry. The stress is cathedral. Cathedral.
Cathedral.
Yes. Okay, so what is a cathedral for you?
Um, it's like a castle,
What?
uh, a castle.
A castle?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, because there are so many cathedral here that looks like a castle. But cathedral, we can relate this one to a church. A church that is the official seat of a diocesan bishop. Yeah. We go there to worship, to pray. Yes, and it can be the main church of an area that is headed by a bishop. Yes. Okay, it is. In short, cathedral is a church. Can you see a cathedral in Vietnam?
Yes. We big cassette cathedral in Viet in Hanoi.
Ah, yeah, I see. I think cathedral is known as pagoda in Vietnam. Is that right? Pagoda. Because it is a place where you pray for Buddha,
Uh,
a place for worship. Am
this
I
but
am I correct?
I think it's correct, but uh, we, we are not usually pray in pagoda.
What? You
We
only pray?
no, we just visit pagoda, but we pray in another another cathedral.
Ah, so let me see, what is a pagoda? I thought pagoda is a church in Vietnam. Okay, so let me search first. Pagoda in Vietnam. Wait me a little bit. Pagoda in Vietnam. Ah, yes, yes, yes. It's quite different with a church. Pagoda can be a temple. Yes. Okay, so thank you for sharing that one home. So here we have palace. What is a palace for you? What is a palace for you?
Uh, it's like a now it's like a castle.
Yes, you are correct. Palace is a castle. It is a place where the kings, the queens, the princess, the prince live. Or in short, those who have hierarchical family. That means that they are born rich. Yes. Okay, so if you're given a chance to be born as a prince, do you want to live in a palace?
Uh, yes, sure.
Yes, why? Why? What's in the palace that you like?
I like the the palace in another country.
Yeah?
Because it's in the Germany, in England, uh, America,
Yeah?
it's in Europe because I think the palace in this country it have um, great structure and have, luxuries woods or materials. So
Mm-hmm.
I think I like live in
Yes, you are correct. Especially in United Kingdom. Yeah, their palace also is very elegant, especially when it comes to structure. I think um every country have a palace, because here in the Philippines we have a palace known as Malacanang. It is where our president live. Yeah, this is the name of our palace, Malacanang. What about in Vietnam? Do you have a palace for your president?
Uh, yes, we have. Uh, it's uh, but it's but the palace in Vietnam. It's like it's really small
Mm-hmm.
uh, because my my pre- my president is not it's really lazy. I don't know how to describe it, but I think
Yeah.
now my Vietnam palace
Mm-hmm.
it's it's in it's built in big big building.
What?
Uh, we have, but this palace it's just like a cathedral.
Oh, cathedral. Yes, that's why when I show you the picture of the cathedral, you said that it's a palace. Yeah. Yeah, so I understand that one home. Okay, so thank you for sharing that one. I greatly appreciate that. Okay, so next we have frontier. You say frontier. You say frontier.
Frontier.
Okay, so this means a border between two countries. Yes, as you can see here in the
Uh,
map, the red part here on the map is the border between Mexico and United States. Yeah, border or frontier means a distant area where few people live, or the limits of knowledge in a particular field. So, example, if you live here in United States, then you go or you reach the border of Mexico. That means that you are now living in a Mexico. You're no longer living in United States. Or vice versa, if you live here in Mexico and you travel to United States, you reach the border of United States, that means you're no longer in Mexico but in United States already. Do you got it? Yes. Okay, great. So now I want you to repeat all the words from our vocabulary. Here we have,
Itinerary.
okay, you say itinerary.
It- Itinerary.
Yes, very good. Next.
Cathedral.
Okay, great.
Palace.
And
Frontier.
okay, so now, Hong, do you understand all the words from our vocabulary?
Uh, yes.
Okay, great. So now, do you have any clarification or question regarding the words here?
Now,
No. Okay, so since it's already time, thank you so much for joining our class tonight. I hope to see you on our next class, that would be Saturday 5 p.m. Okay? Okay, so thank you so much for your time, Hong. Have a good night and enjoy the rest of your week and keep safe always. Bye bye.